What is love? Baby, don't hurt me no more.
Happy Marriage
Happy
Monday.
Marriage Monday.
Cheers.
Front yard edition.
Yes.
We're literally in our front yard
Mm-hmm.
on little beach chairs. One neighbor's already driven by and gone.
Gave you a funny look?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not every day, but it's okay.
We just wanted to take a moment to enjoy the beauty of this tree that probably, I would guess, in a week or so is going to be completely barren.
Yeah.
Yeah. We've been...
It's been cool to watch it. There's a name for it. Do you remember what it's called?
Yeah, your brother knew the name. It was a cool name, too. But I don't remember what it is. Anyways, I don't know if you guys ever did this as a kid where you would rake up the leaves and then jump into the leaves and, throw them all over. But there's just something. Did you do that?
I grew up in a house that had a rock yard and a pool. So
Oh, that's right.
we
Yeah.
didn't have these trees.
Remember our tree in Mountain Lake Terrace had that.
Yeah.
And the boys would jump into it. Anyways, we haven't had this for like 6 years because we've been in Hawaii.
Yeah.
And the only leaves that fall there is palm fronds.
Yeah.
So, so it's been fun to be
beautiful.
able to see this. And every
Yeah.
day coming out before heading into work, I look up at this tree and I've tried to remember to take a picture at least once a week so that I could
See the change.
See the change,
Right.
yeah.
Because you don't notice it day
Yeah.
after day, but over time.
Yeah.
So you're trying to capture it like in stages.
Yeah, to
Gotcha.
just be able to appreciate it and to be able to not just go one day, oh my gosh, it's gone. I went from green to barren, and I didn't even take the time to notice the greens and the yellows and the oranges, and so we obviously it's fall. It's on the other side of Thanksgiving. We hope each of you guys had an amazing Thanksgiving with your family, and we just wanted to talk about how important it is to find your Sabbath rest. And a lot of people talk about Sabbath, and they're like, "Hey, that was a command in the Old Testament. We don't have to follow that anymore."
Yeah.
And I just
Or would
Yeah.
you like to see my life schedule? Would you like to tell me? Or I can carve out some time
yeah.
for a full 24 hours. I think the majority of us don't have the luxury with our work and family life to carve out an entire 24 hours every week.
Yeah, but I think it's first of all important to understand that it was a command in the Old Testament. It was one of the big 10, and so my response to that is always, well, which one of the 10 do we not have to follow anymore?
Yeah.
Because Jesus didn't come
murder
to abolish the law; He came to fulfill it, right? So we're not under the law, but now it's like the 10 Commandments instead of we have to fulfill these as law. No, this is actually a description of how Christ calls us to live.
Right.
And Sabbath is one of those things where even He, as the Lord of the Sabbath, rested.
Right.
And He took times away. There would be times when the disciples didn't even know where He was,
Right.
because He got away to just be alone with God.
And there was a lot to do. I mean,
There was.
everywhere he went, there was a lot to do. There was a lot of need. The leaves are falling like up my head.
That was right on cue. That
You
was
hear that?
awesome. Yeah.
That was amazing. So it wasn't like he took a break when it let up. He took a break in the middle of it.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
I know personally that's where I find that really hard to do, because I kind of thrive on task. I thrive on accomplishment. I like to get stuff, and there's a lot of stuff to get done. So it's a double-edged sword for me. I enjoy the thing that wears me out, but it's that command really, and that opportunity as well to take a rest, not when our work lets up, or when there's just an easy time for it, but in the middle of it all.
Yeah.
So we were talking a little bit before about the idea of pocket Sabbaths. My job's different than it was, even a year ago, where
Right.
I, used to have a day off. My kids would be at school, and I had a, 8-hour window of just kind of downtime, me time, Sabbath time. And my schedule's much different this year. It looks a lot different. I don't have that time anymore. My days off work are filled with laundry and house cleaning and groceries and just
ministry.
stuff. Yeah, and ministry stuff. Yeah. So exactly. So, looking for the Sabbath times in pockets of time, because there aren't necessarily 24 hours of a week, a day and a week to do it.
Right.
But carving out those pocket times. What did you have in mind about that?
Well, yeah, it was just it's easy to just go, well, because I can't get 24 hours, I'm just not going to worry about following the
So
Sabbath.
if I can't do it right, I can't do it. Won't do it at all.
Exactly. And so I just want to encourage everybody to just start somewhere.
Yeah.
I think we're on the threshold of actually this Monday, it's December 1st.
Christmas.
We've got 1 month left, and typically,
It's Tuesday.
oh yeah, it's Tuesday. But typically, this December is exhausting, and we're
Yeah.
like crawling over, the into the new year, barely making it. This year, I think more than anybody, everyone is way fatigued. Everyone
We're
is
ready for
is
2021
worn out.
though. Just gonna put this one
and-
behind us.
Yeah, but I think even more than years past, we're heading into the holiday season, and I would just say take some of those expectations off of making it big and massive and filling your calendar with all kinds of stuff. And just like you were saying, find some pocket times to just rest. So like we found lawn chairs, and we're sitting and enjoying it before it gets too cold. I know, Southern California cold.
It does
but
get
still,
cold.
Yes.
It gets cold.
But and we're just enjoying this moment here. It's not going to be long, but this is one of those Sabbath moments that we have to be intentional. I think that's the thing
Yeah.
about Sabbath is it has to be intentional. So don't just stop Sabbathing. Don't just stop finding those rest points just simply because you can't get 24 hours of rest in a row. Maybe just find some pockets or moments to be able to do it. Otherwise, we end up looking like that sad, deflated snowman back there by the time Christmas and New Year's is done, and we're just like,
Leave
going
me
into the
alone.
new year. And Sabbath is about finding those things that fill your tank.
Yeah.
Right? So what are some of those things for you?
Alone time fills my tank. Like just not having to answer any questions or solve anything for like a period of time. I enjoy that, although I do love to solve problems and do things.
Yeah.
And I actually, doing tasks does fill my tank, which is strange.
Yeah.
Like, it kind of does. So
Yeah, she volunteered to put together her sister's IKEA furniture, which to me, I mean, just stick a fork in me, I'm done. But
that's like a double whammy, hanging out with my sister
Yeah.
and putting something together. That's like,
but that would fill your
I'm
tank.
gonna go do that after this.
That would be a
actually.
tank filler.
Yes,
for you.
totally.
Yeah, not for me. That would empty my tank.
Yeah.
Immediately, having to follow, these odd instructions with a little tiny Allen wrench and
Yeah.
oh my gosh. Yeah. Anyways, what
It's true.
are those things that are filling for you? Like for me, getting out in nature like
Yeah.
this, going for walks and hikes, listening, reading a good book,
Yeah.
being able to spend time with you and the boys out in nature. Those are all tank fillers.
Take us to the beach and give us 2 hours, and we are new people.
Right. So I guess what we're saying is don't do the traditional sprint where we sprint from December 1st to December 31st,
Yeah.
and then you die into the new year. I want us to thrive into the new year. I want
Yeah.
us to run into the new year. And as a couple, you can actually help to encourage each other to finding those Sabbaths. Plan intentional times to just say, hey, let's just, instead of going to this next thing or saying yes to this next event or just staying busy, let's just find some time to be with each other, be quiet, share your journals with each other. Those are all ways to be able to
Bring your
connect.
spouse coffee.
Yeah.
You did.
Yeah. To
you.
connect horizontally and vertically. Go look at the Christmas lights around your neighborhood. Just all these small things that add up to the rest that God promises comes to those that observe the Sabbath.
Yeah.
So
That's good.
yeah. It's not a legalistic
Pocket
thing.
Sabbath.
Don't condemn yourself if you find that you've gone a couple of days without stopping. But literally, just start with 15 minutes just to find a pocket Sabbath. I know that you, in your commute to work, you just spend that time with the
my
Lord,
prayer.
listening to the Bible, praying through stuff, and that. So even on your way to work, you can be finding something that's
it's
restful.
my 15 minutes of like focus and kind of just, okay, Lord, what do you have for me today? I want to be aware. I want to be intentional. I don't want to miss stuff. I used to listen to the news on the way to work, and I just realized I need that time.
That'll suck.
That sucks the life out of
That
you.
really
Like,
does.
The world's going to hell in a handbasket, and I have to go to work.
Yeah.
It's a good time just to kind of focus and plan forward with my day rather than feel like I'm coming behind.
Yeah. So just take some times to observe the colors of the leaves.
The
Take a
dead
look.
leaves.
Yeah, but look at even dead. They got some color in them, and just savor these moments because they're going to be gone. They're going to be gone before we know it. We don't know the challenges of next year. We don't actually know what next year holds. We don't know what tomorrow holds, but we got this moment right here.
Yeah.
So let's enjoy it with each other and with our Lord. Thank you guys for your time. We'll see you next week.
Happy Marriage Monday.
What is love? Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt